Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to work on part 1 of a dye experiment. So for this experiment, all of the shirts are going to be done in a simple scrunch. They're turned inside out, and then I'm using these over the sink strainers to just scrunch the fabric down in there really nice and tight. I'm marking their tags with a permanent marker. That way, when they come out of the dryer, I'm going to know exactly which one is which. I'm trying to run this experiment as scientifically as possible, so I'm going to split a 7-pound bag of ice into 2 bowls and use 1 bowl for each shirt. The entire bowl of ice was too much, so moving forward, I'm going to try to give each shirt the same amount of ice. So this first shirt is dye over ice. That's what DOI means. And so you put your ice down and you sprinkle your dye directly on top of the ice. For the other shirt, it's DUI, dye under ice. I'm trying to do the same pattern on both shirts. It's not 100% scientific, but I'm trying to do the same amount just so we can see what kind of results are we going to get. After putting down the first layer of dye, I decided I wanted to go back in and just add a little more of each color. A quick little sprinkle of soda ash on each shirt, just for good measure. I finished up with these shirts around 10 a.m. and then I came back around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, about 5 hours later, and this is what the ice looked like. So here they are at 24 hours and it's time to rinse. And as always, we start by using cold water to stop any soda ash that may be left in the shirt and gradually increase the water up to hot. Rinse until the water runs clear. From here, they're going to go into the washing machine on a hot water cycle. I do a second hot water cycle using Synthropol, and I do a third hot water cycle using Milsoft to bring softness back into the fabric. I'm going to put them in the dryer, and then we're going to come back and see our results. Alright, here are the first two shirts in the experiment, and right off the bat I'm noticing that the dye under ice has a lot more white than the dye over ice, and I'm kind of surprised by that because you would think that adding the dye directly to the shirt would get more saturation, but not in this case. Another thing that's really sticking out to me is the raspberry. It's really throwing out a lot of blue. So maybe that's why they call it blue raspberry at the Slurpee machine. I've never given any thought to it because raspberries aren't blue, but in this case, they are. Overall, I think the colors are really beautiful, and I'm really happy with both shirts. They're just different. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? Which technique would you try next? Go ahead and leave me some comments down below. Stay tuned for experiment number 2, and that's going to be liquid over ice and just a regular liquid dye. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and click the bell for future notifications. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing.